Holy shit, dude. It is a hot, hot day. I'll tell you what. This is a day where, like, the seatbelt burns you. And to top it off, it's a light day. Well, it should be nice and cold in the gym. Shouldn't have too many issues with all that. Today, this morning, weighed in at 186.3. So the weight's going all right. Calories are feeling pretty good. All in all, we just gotta really stay in that theme, in that realm of consistently hitting those calories, man. And it's always, like, easier said than done, but there's not many better feelings than seeing the progress for it, like seeing it actually work. Should have 190 fairly soon, and then everything else is new territory, right? I'm pretty sure we peaked at like 193, 192 before we cut down last time. I understand that it might end up looking like a little fatty around the edges. Definitely see it when posing, but nothing we can't work with. You gotta build up to break down, right? I'll also say I am pretty hungry. So when I get into work, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is a little snack. Very productive, I know. But around where I'm living right now, it's a heat wave this week. So I think right now it's just about 98 degrees out, and I'm starting to think about retiring the pants for the rest of the summer at this point. It's just getting way too warm, way too fast, and I'd rather be comfortable than be stylish, if that makes sense. But what I do need are some better shorts. I think that's definitely in the cards. So I've got to take a look around for some more, probably. If you guys have any favorite gym brands when it comes to shorts or whatever, let me know. I'm in the market, right? But all in all, things are pretty smooth, just about the same. And yeah, we're going to get right into work. We're going to keep this fairly short today. Trying not to make a third of the videos just me talking in the car, you know what I'm saying? At least not too often. If I have something to say, like really something to say, then sure. But right now I'm chilling. So yeah, if you guys are sticking around, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Or if you're feeling a little confident, you can do both. I'm here for it, you know? We're closing in on that 400 sub gap, and that's impressive. So thank you guys again, and let's jump right into the workout. I'm gonna give these a shot. I saw a lot of videos about this, and as someone who worries a lot about their lower back and just had a little bit of lower back pain, these seem to be something that fixes that. I believe they're called Somersault squats. And while they don't do as much for the hamstrings as the glutes, they are a quad movement through and through. And it all focuses on having that barbell at the hinge here. So I did a couple warm-up sets and they were tough. I want to see how I can do with these though. Do an actual full set here. That's not a little weight either. But That kills you. They had to jump out of it. All right. Honestly, this thing kicked my ass. But it was a good way, though. It wasn't like something-year-olds failed before me. It was definitely the quads. Now, the one thing that is weird about this I gotta get over is instinctively you want to row when your legs get tired. So the thing I've been doing is putting my arms further out. That way I can't really do that. Or just trying to hold on to it as little as possible. But other than that, I mean, it's a really good exercise, I think. I think I'm probably going to do this over squatting. It's just a variation that gets rid of any of the back stuff that can happen with squatting over time. Which is what originally I was trying to do with front squatting, but if I can just eliminate having the barbell load on my upper body anyway, why not? I cheated that. You can see like the disconnect a little bit, but definitely something to work on. All right. I'm going to look at 225, man. Get some warm-ups. Things are feeling good. I will say, though, the quads feel incredibly pumped. I'm excited to see where that somersault squat stuff goes. And I know I'm going to hear a lot about, oh, it's gimmicky. Oh, it's just people on TikTok and stuff. And I encourage you, man, take some time to try these things instead of just writing them off, you know? I originally wrote off the flaps and the overheads when people were really starting to like the overhead stuff because I was like, whatever, you know, skull crushes are great. I'll just never change. I'll never try anything new or like to adapt something. It's just stupid. If you do that, you're kind of asking to be left behind as far as when people learn more and more. You know, it's a very old head way to think. Oh, well, I know the things that I know, so nothing can ever be better. And don't get me wrong, some things are kind of bogus, right? But you have to weed them out. You got to figure those out. You know? Just saying. It's kind of the opposite. It's an antithesis to a lot of things I'm seeing now. Everyone's all about, oh, you got to be old school. Science-based lifting is stupid. Well, not everyone. That's the correction, actually. It's a loud minority, I guess, would be the right way to put it. Where, oh, science-based lifting is stupid. All these science-based lifters and all this other stuff. Ugh. And the correlation is that, oh, well, shouldn't they all be huge, right? And I mean, let's just take a little second to think about that. If everyone was huge, right, there'd be no need for any science-based lifting. So wouldn't that kind of spin it on its head? Right. Oh, well, you know everything, you should be huge. Well, what if I just know kinesiology and exercise science, and I'm not huge? Say I didn't start, or I'm not on PEDs. Doesn't mean I don't know anything, right? It's kind of a fallacy, right? And it's an argument I'm making to a wall right now, because you guys aren't here to respond at this very second, but I think that's a very backwards way of thinking. And I think that we should embrace trying out these new things and seeing what works and what doesn't. It's the only way we're going to get better and more efficient at getting bigger, you know? I think that's why younger and younger kids you're seeing are pretty jacked, because they have the genetics, and they're learning with the more modern techniques for a lot of different things, right? So, all I'm saying. But with that little rant over, we're going to do 225 here. See if we can't pull that 7th rep out of somewhere. Yeah. We good. We did. Whew. Something about leaning back was easier than leaning forward, maybe because we're not stretching as much. Okay. All right. Ooh. Show you the other set here, since we only do 2, remember. Just let me breathe a little bit, jeez. Ay. Something else that's been in heavy debate for me is, well, shaving, right? More or less like the legs and the arms. I obviously shave most of the upper body here. That way I can see some of the definition, but it's a real pain in the ass to do the rest. I was kind of seeing what people's takes are on it, because I was thinking about doing it for the summer. More or less, is there anything that should dissuade me? You know? So I feel like if you really want to see all the muscle, get rid of the stuff that's in the way of the muscle. Right? But I don't think that's something I'm doing just yet anyway, especially not with just the amount of time it takes. And I'm not having somebody else do it. Nope. I need the control to do it myself. So it's like more like a once in a blue moon type thing. I want to say at the beginning of when I started this channel, I had done it. But I don't think I've done it since then. It's been a good year or 2. Something to think about doing again, though. We're on to that 2nd set, which is 215. Or sorry, not 215. 210. Whoop. See about bringing this home in a nice little package with a bow on top by hitting 8 right here. What do you think? Place your bets. Over, under. Well, holy hell. I think the legs are going to have a pretty nasty pump today. I'm excited. And we're performing great. Really goes to show how long just one deload week can go. I'm pretty sure we've actually improved on both of these. Next is the adduction. So, looking to see if we can get some nice progress in that too. I was debating taking the shirt off because I'm technically using a pump cover for it today. It's kind of like a layer because it's warm. But, we'll just kind of have to see. Plus, it's getting stuck to the back here. I'm going to try and run the full stack. Last time we had 7. If I could throw up 8 here, I'd be doing all right. Man. So let's give it a shot. It sounds a little weird though. I bet you could hear that noise. Huh. It's not like broken, but I don't know. Maybe it's fighting me more. More resistance. I will say, I treat adductors with a lot of high priority, right? Only because I haven't been doing them for a majority of my time lifting. I always saw them as like an accessory. I'm like, oh, if I'm doing this, that, and the third, they should be fine. But they aren't, right? I feel like none of that's more prevalent than when I do something like, a quad stomp, or when I'm trying to flex the quads and they're just not wide, That width comes from the adductor muscles more than anything. And obviously, like, genetics wise, right? If you have high quads versus low quads versus how wide your legs are to begin with, and this and the third. But if you want to make them wider, the adductors are where it's at. Okay. Shit. Let's see if we can throw up this 120 for any substantial amount of reps. Getting into this contraption is going to kill me one of these times. Oh, man. Okay. Wow. Well, we did good reps there. I'll say that. And we did good on the full stack, too. Honestly, the more we do these, and the more we're getting through the week, the better I'm feeling about that deload. We got hip thrusts next, though, so let's go tackle that monster. All right. This is going to be one hell of a set, man. We've got 2 plates and 2 10s, so about 110 on either side here. Now, if you can do the math there, it's 220 just between the sides, probably plus another 20 here. It's about 240. It's no small time weight. And this is weight that I want to be careful with, right? Anybody can just throw something up that's heavy, but it takes a different level to do it safely and to do it properly. So normally you don't worry about it, but once you start seeing weight that you're getting up to, once you've worked your way up there, normally you have the confidence for it, but every once in a while, you still feel it. A little bit of pressure. Well, let's get comfortable. We're going to be here for probably a good 8 reps. Those are the sets that make you lightheaded. Alright. Probably gonna drop it to like 5 pounds on the other end. So maybe about 10 pounds. Maybe nothing substantial, but should be enough. Oh, man. Jeez. Okay. We're on the last one here. Took a bit of an extended break, dude. These will kill you. Only dropped about 10 pounds, so I don't know if we'll see a whole lot rep-wise, but gotta try, you know? Oh, man. More like 6. My legs are shaking, dude. Okay. I think I've got like a quad extension maybe, and then some accessories. So we're just about done. Oh, jeez. Let's see if we can get out of this puzzle. Shit. All right. Did a nice long extended warm up on this, and we're gonna see what we can do with the legs, to be honest, because I am pretty dead right now. But we're just about done. It's this and like 2 accessories, so let's see what we can do. Okay. Kinda shitty at the end, but other than that, it's pretty good. We've got one more here. We'll do it about 35, and then go do some calves and abs. Those are my accessories, and then we're done. One left. Oh, just about done, man. It's always the last couple sets that really slow down. Oof. But it's probably more so to do with the cardio and how good I can recover than anything else. Okay. We got 205. Just stretching my lower back a little bit. Okay. Whew. Let's do it. Okay, shit. let me do the accessories, and we'll go pose down. Alright, I'm gonna be kind of quick. Just look over the legs. I don't think there's a whole lot of progress here, but maybe enough, man. Really want to see the proportion-wise, though, to the rest of the body. I feel like if I can get bigger legs, we'll be doing a hell of a lot better here. Nothing on the abduction side, or the abduction. Okay, hamstrings. Not crazy though. We also did a little ab work here, so let me see if I can get something going with this. Yeah, good enough. Just wanted to run some quick stuff. Proportion-wise, we're a lot better than I thought we were. Because I don't normally wear anything like thin. I normally wear like a big pump cover for leg days, but we'll take it. It's all just points to work off of. We still got about a good 20 pounds to gain, so we'll work through it. But that's pretty much it. So tomorrow's a chest day, or a push day. So as always, thank you for watching, and until I see you guys again, make sure to be kinder than necessary.